Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Wendy Williams, th- listen, today it was reported and confirmed by Wendy's own team, and we'll talk about that she has cognitive decline, dementia, basically everything Tasha K said that she had 2 years ago, Wendy actually has. However, you guys, I already dropped a video about that, but we need to talk about how that actually pertains to what Wendy's going through. Remember when her son actually said that she was being exploited by the team around her? You guys, this is actually proof that it's happening. Can someone tell me how someone that has cognitive decline, asphyxia, that is something where her ability to talk, write, communicate can't do that? Can you tell me how that she hired a team around her? She hired a manager that used to be a jewelry salesman. She got all these people eating off of her. But where's she at? Can you tell me how she signed on for a documentary? She's been in a treatment facility for her dementia since April 2023. Can you also explain another thing to me? See, here's the thing. When they finally made this release, I was like, what are they trying to hide? Why are they doing this? I'll read you the release and then we're going to get into how it was so weird. But all the symptoms of these diseases were actually happening back in 2017. Remember when they tried to slander Wendy and say that she was on the morning Zoom call for the team when she was at the Wendy Williams show doing lewd, disgusting, like vulgar things to herself? Remember when she was screaming out, I'm old. Can I blink? Can I bleep? Remember when she was walking in and out of liquor stores, walking up looking like Mr. Burns at the power plant with her eyes wide open, looking like a zombie? Remember all that? It's funny how, and this goes into the conspiracy. It's funny how nobody had a problem when Wendy showed that she was in a severe cognitive decline prior to her leaving the show. And then once she left the show, baby, everybody wanted you to know something was wrong with Wendy. But you know something's so wrong with her. The first thing we need to do, you guys, the first thing we need to actually do, don't you know, is take her money, take control of her money, take control of her life. That's the first thing we need to do. Everything else, she wants to hire the local garbage man. No shade to garbage men, but you want to hire the local garbage man? Like, not even the local, the office garbage man? No problem. You want to marry this man that lives off the coast of Bulgaria that you've never met, but baby, he emails you, and those emails sound so sweet. And he knows exactly what you're going through, and he really gives you comfort. And don't worry, as soon as we buy his mama a house and get his money for his immigration sent over, he's going to be right here to take care of me. Oh, that was fine. It was fine for her to sign on to a documentary that she could not. And it was fine to release her personal medical records. But baby, right? That was all fine. But let Wendy be like, no, I want my son to take care of me. No, that's too much. Wendy right now is being held in a facility since April 2023. Her team says that they will not let her family visit her out of protection. Don't you know? They just care about what's best for Wendy. Yeah, okay. Listen, we're going to have to get into this, but y'all, I'm back to saying something is afoot. Kevin Jr. tried to ring the alarm bell, but now this team is looking so suspect. And it looks like the powers that be are hiding behind. Well, you know what? I think I'll just say it. I think misogynoir is at play. Bruce Willis is severely cognitive decline. He still has control of all his money. He got control of all his assets. He doesn't have a team that you literally severed him from his family and threw him away. Why? Based off the premise that a young Black man, and I stand true to this. I don't care if y'all agree or not. I hope y'all agree, but let me know in the comments, okay? That a young Black man, her only heir, the person that literally got her clean and had her looking right and talking right. No, he wasn't qualified to take care of his multimillionaire mama. We need to appoint some court people, don't you know? Because that's the only way we're going to actually make sure that Wendy stays safe. The sad part about this is what actually triggered this and what escalated this was Kevin Sr. seeing what was going on and sending Wendy's son in the bank with some checks his mama signed with Kevin Sr.'s lawyer right next to him. And it triggered something so great that that's the reason Wendy's in a conservatorship. And if you don't know, Kevin was keen about it. I told y'all health as well. Well, Kevin, you must be senior, the sickest man in the world, because you evicted, you begging for Wendy's pennies. Serena, that vegan little, I would call her hussy, but she left, right? She's given her life over to a higher calling, I hope. Serena left you, you broke, you evicted everything you wanted and everything you thought you stole from Wendy. Baby, you ain't get it either. Yeah, coming to the court of the Lord with unclean hands. Anyway, right? Let me just press you up. Remember last summer when they said although Wendy was sober for a while, the former radio host relapsed and checked into a rehab multiple times? Kevin Jr. said, we've spoken about it. Okay. And he said, I've said this. This is the one thing where you don't know how to approach it normally, and that's fine. It's talking about her alcoholism. And it's gotten to the point where, yes, it could have affected that it might be fatal. It could have the effect that it might be fatal because it affects her way worse than a normal person since it stays in her system. Kevin Jr. also further claimed that Williams' team began exploiting her while she was under the influence, despite having the financial guardian put in place after the bank. Wells Fargo argued that she was an incapacitated person. The How You Doing host previously has been vocal about her disapproval of the guardian. She actually said, please be advised that Wendy is not in agreement with the appointment of the financial guardian by the court. Wendy has been very clear that she does not want a financial guardian to tell her what she can and cannot do with her money. This is what our former publisher shared, adding that Wendy's felt capable of hiring her own team who would work for her and not the court. Okay, so if she was in public decline, what does that mean? Does that mean the court was right? Hell no, it doesn't mean the court was right. Because at the end of the day, even though you have a financial guardian, you still let Wendy hire a team. So if you really were trying to guard her money and not just keep it, and in my opinion, try to find a way to break the will so that Kevin Jr. does not get any of it. But you know what? Forget all about that. Let's look more into this team, because how is Wendy paying this team if the guardian is not okaying this? How is she okaying the team? Listen to this report in TMZ. Where it's really, really badly worried. Think about it. This article is weirdly written. That care team is not to be trusted. The care team was appointed through the Guardian. They said Wendy Williams is diagnosed with aphasia and dementia, the same disorder as Bruce Willis. If it's the same disorder as Bruce Willis, why is she not getting the same respect that Bruce Willis gets? Wendy's been diagnosed with aphasia and dementia. If you guys don't know what aphasia, it's aphasia or aphasia, right? No, I'm not Googling how to pronounce it. We just gonna have to rock this out together. But let me tell you what aphasia actually is and what it does. It's a severe cognitive, it's a language disorder caused by damage in a specific area of the brain that controls language expression and comprehension. Aphasia leaves a person able to communicate effectively with others. Many people have aphasia as a result of a stroke. Remember when I told y'all, it impacts your speech as well as the way you write and understand both spoken and written language. So that means that her podcast can't happen. That means her show can't happen. That means when her show was trying to get on her, they knew she couldn't perform. That means that they've known since 2017. That also means she shouldn't have been able to consent to this documentary. That also means, how's this care team? Why are they releasing the information now? Is it because Wendy Williams is literally trying to get free like Britney did? Wendy Williams has been diagnosed with aphasia and dementia, the same disorder Bruce Willis has. And the news comes ahead of a new doc chronicling her recent troubles. I guess the doc makes her team look so bad, they're trying to explain everything. The news came down Wednesday from her care team. Why would they release her sensitive information about her consent? And no, people in cognitive decline cannot consent. Who blasted out the press release with what they characterize as a very personal update, which they say is an effort to bat down rumors and speculation about her health. her health or their treatment. Her team says everyone already knows she struggles with grave disease and lymphedema. But they say others started to wonder what was going on in the moments when Wendy would lose her train of thought or act erratically. And now they say it's because of this condition. Yo, that network really used her up and threw her out. They write in 2023, after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, FTD. Her team here also says this: Wendy would not have received confirmation of these diagnoses were it not for the diligence of her current care team, who she chose, and the extraordinary work of specialists at Weill Cornell Medicine. So now you're trying to justify why a woman that been had dementia and a court guardian is supposed to make sure. Let me actually make this straight. The court guardian had a problem with Kevin Jr. getting his rent paid and Kevin Jr. using Wendy's credit card to pay Wendy's bills, mortgage, and rent. But this whole care team and management team, there's money for that. There's money to pay all these people. And the reason they're justifying it is saying that, well, if it wasn't for us, we would have never known. Don't you know? Yeah, I know something's up. They said receiving a diagnosis has enabled Wendy to receive the medical care she requires. Wendy's team goes on to say that they're revealing this about Wendy in hopes of raising awareness of these conditions that she's been afflicted with, but to also protect her from fervent gossip that's sure to kick up anew this weekend with the release of the Lifetime doc. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to show them in the worst light possible. The team finishes with the update on Wendy Williams herself. Wendy is still able to do many things for herself. Most importantly, she maintains her trademark sense of humor and is receiving care she requires to make sure she's protected and that her needs are addressed. She's appreciative of the many kind thoughts and good wishes that are sent her way. TMZ, who will be paid off in a second to put out whatever thing they need to, says, on its face, it sounds like Wendy's team might be at odds with some of her family members who have been making the rounds with the media, speaking on what they perceive is happening. They've recently expressed concern that people in Wendy's inner circle are taking advantage of her. Y'all, this is so sad. This is so tragic. I wish Wendy Williams a speedy recovery. I've said it again. This isn't karma. Because if this was karma, half the world leaders on this earth would be gone, like it's the episode season 1 of The Leftovers on HBO. Y'all remember that movie? It was really good. Anyway, I mean, that TV show was really good. Season 3, it really got better. Anyway, y'all, I just know that this is sad. It's unfair what happened, but this is the sum of Wendy's life choices, for good and bad. And it's really sad to me. You know what? I might go live and talk about this. Let me know if you want to talk about this later. But yeah, something something is wrong. Where is Wendy? We need to actually forget about seeing her. We need these people that have been preying on her since the beginning. That includes Kevin Sr., not Jr. That includes Kevin Sr., the guardianship, the care people around her, her managers, everybody to be held accountable for their own decisions. I guess Tasha K was right. She did have dementia, and people are preying on her. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, okay? Pray for Wendy. Because she's going to need everything. This sounds like definitely a Brittany situation. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.